Alright guys, so we're going to show you two examples of how to solve two-step equations so that we have a reminder when you are doing your homework tonight. So the first problem that we have here is 2n plus 5 equals 13. So your job is to isolate this variable of n. You're going to start by doing the inverse of a positive 5. So you're going to do the inverse, which is negative 5. What you do on one side, you have to do to the other. So this positive 5 and this negative 5 cancel each other out. And on this left side of the balance, it's only leaving us with 2n. Then on this right side, we're going to do the math. 13 minus 5 is 8. So at this point, I have 2 n's on my left and 8 on my right. So I have to split that into equal groups. Splitting, because they're in groups, the inverse of that would be splitting, which is division. So I'm going to show dividing both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels out, and I get n is equal to 8 divided by 2 is 4. The next example is going to be a little different than any of the ones that we have done, but it is on your homework, and if you just talk yourself through the process of what is the operation that I'm doing and what is the inverse of that, you will be successful. So in looking at this problem, it says y divided by 4, remember that fraction bar means division, minus 15 equals 7. So this y divided by 4 is together. So the first thing I have to do is do the inverse of the negative 15 first, which is positive 15. So I'm going to do positive 15 on both sides. The negative 15 and positive 15 cancel out, leaving me with y divided by 4 equals, and then 7 plus 15 is 22. At this point, like I said, we haven't done any problems like this, but this is y divided by 4. So if it's saying y divided by 4, and I know that I have to do the inverse, what's the inverse of dividing by 4? Multiplying by 4. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4. These cancel out, and I get y equals 22 times 4 is 88. So when you are doing these problems, what you need to realize is that the inverse operation that you are always doing first is addition or subtraction. To solve a two-step equation, we are doing inverse operations. However, when we are doing a general math problem, when we are evaluating, we follow PEMDAS. Because we are solving, we are actually doing the inverse of PEMDAS. That is why we do addition and subtraction first. So some important questions to ask yourself while doing these problems is, what operation am I doing? And what is the inverse? Keep those in the back of your mind. Keep asking yourself those and you will be successful. Good luck on your homework, and we will see you tomorrow.